What's up, guys? Bloodshed here. The Diablo 3 Necromancer beta has arrived. As you can see, my skeletons are going to work in the background. I'm going to take this time to kind of showcase the abilities. I just dinged level 70 here, so let's get right into it. So first of all, we have our generators, bone spikes. I use this while leveling. It's very cool. I really enjoy, everything's really polished, just, you know, as you would imagine from a Blizzard game, Diablo game. Sudden impact, so bone spike stuns. It looks identical. Bone pillar, it's a poison pillar, which we call blight damage apparently, but boom, really quick. Nice little generator skill range, so look how far it can go, right? It's pretty cool. Up next, we have a frost spike, so it's the frost version of that. Again, nice sound, nice animation. 10 out of 10, would use it again. Path of Bones. This is like a rolling thunder type thing. I could see some Necro gen builds. That's actually what I decided to roll with while leveling. I rolled with some Depth Diggers to give me some more primary damage because I had so much fun with Bone Spikes. So good job there. Blood Spikes. It actually heals you for percentage. Enemies hit bleed for 50% weapon damage over 2 seconds and heal you for 0.5 of your total life over the duration. And then we have Grim Scythe, which you've seen before. Nice little scythe sweep animation. Execution. Enemies below 20% health have a 5% chance to be decapitated instantly and killed. Let's see how it looks. Okay, nice. A nice little purple grim effect. Dual scythes. Oh my goodness. Slash with 2 summon scythes in front of you, dealing 150% weapon damage. Let's check it out. Oh man, fucking MLG right here. I like it. Curse Scythe, so this is the poison variety. Let's see what we got. I should probably read it. I'm just so excited to look at everything. Enemies hit by the scythe have a 15% chance to be inflicted with a random curse, so that's really good. Frost Scythe, each enemy hit increases your attack speed, so there's the gen skill. What else do we have? Blood Scythe, heal for 1%, so all the blood skills look like they're going to heal. I love the red. The third generator we have is Siphon Blood, generates 15 essence each time it's dealt. Siphon the blood of the targeted enemy, dealing weapon damage. So it looks like another ranged ability. This is like the Vladimir spell we were talking about on stream, and it heals you. So let's see what it looks like. I might need to cast this on a little pleb over here. Let's find one. Who is the first victim? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's cool. Yes, give me the power. What's the next rune? Bloodsucker. You pull all health globes within 40 yards. Do we have a health globe? But yeah, apparently it pulls in health globes. I ain't got time. We gotta make moves. We gotta see what's up. All right, little bats, you gotta give me a break here. Suppress. Enemies are also slowed by 75%. Yeah, so it looks like we're gonna need these bats to test out our abilities here. So they're slowed basically. Power shift, damage dealt. Damage is increased by 10% each time. Okay, so maybe another gen, maybe dual gen. Dual gen Necro. You can kind of, oh, you can channel it. You can hold down the channel and actually cast it. That's cool. Purity of Essence. Essence you gained is increased by 20 when you're full health. Let's see what that looks like. Kind of the same. You can see it has like a casting animation. Drain life increases the amount of health restored by 6%, but no longer restores essence. Some of these animations might not be final, so we might see some, because this particular generator looks like the same, but all the other generators have a unique kind of look or spell effect. Bone Spear. Let's check it out. You guys have seen it before at BlizzCon and on the videos. Blighted Marrow. So this is the poison. Damage is increased by 15% for each Bone Spear passes through. Okay. Bone Spear Teeth. Launch. Oh, so this is the multi-shot. Multi-shot spec, let's go. Multi-shot Necro incoming. Crystallization, so another cold rune. Each enemy hit has their attack speed reduced by 20%, and your attack speed is increased by 3%. Very nice. Shatter, instead of piercing, it now detonates on the first enemy hit. Okay, let's, again, more guinea pigs, test subjects. Where are they at? Nice, little AoE. Okay. Maybe for the Rift Guardian. I could see that. Blood Spear. Let's cast it on these guys. Also just travels through the target. Damage is increased by 518% at the cost of 10% health. Yeah, I like that a lot. Then the secondary is Skeletal Mage. Let's cast it and see what happens. Nice. We get a mage to follow us. Raise a skeleton from the ground to attack your foes, dealing 400% weapon damage per attack. Lasts 6 seconds. The first rune is Risen Skeletons. Leave a corpse behind. Okay, so that's a nice way to generate corpses. Skeletal Mage, Risen Skeletons leave a corpse behind when they die or expire. That just leaves a corpse behind. That's cool. That's a way to generate corpses. Contamination Raise, a contaminated mage that channels an aura of decay. Check it out. There's a nice thematic. Where's they going? Where are you going? You're gonna follow, bro? No? So maybe you cast it on a target location like that. Not bad. I like that. I like that. I like that it's just a little different. Skeletal Mage Archer. So this is the frozen one. Get a little archer by your side, it looks like. Archer has increased your attack speed by 3%. Oh, so there's another generator, man. A lot of gen necro builds might be coming up. For 5 seconds, max 10 stacks. You can cast a few of them, but it does cost essence. They're gonna have to generate more and more essence. They don't last too long either, so. Singularity consumes all essence to summon a powerful minion. The minion's damage is increased for each point of essence consumed. So you empty your tank for a big dog. This is like the zombie dog rune probably, where you have the one dog there. Life support. Risen mages and it costs 10% health to cast, but last 2 additional seconds. So it still costs essence and health, but you get it for a longer amount of time. So that's more value town, I suppose. Death Nova is up next. We saw, oh my goodness. Yeah, we saw something like this with the Blood Nova rune. Let's generate some more essence and cast a few. Death Nova, another poison rune. Each cast increases the radius up to 2 times. So if you cast it, and you cast it again and again, does it get bigger? Okay. I don't know. Tendril Nova now heals you for 1%. All right. Light. Leave a lingering patch behind. Okay, that's cool. Yes, poison the area. All things death and decay. Bone Nova. Spines radiate outward and deal 475% weapon damage in a 12-yard radius. Oh, that's cool. I love the bone stuff for whatever reason. I think that's going to be my shtick. Blood and Bone. Blood Nova. This one we really like. This one I want to speed build with. Nice giant AoE. Feels good, man. Blood and Bone is the next set of abilities here. Bone Armor. Rip bones from nearby enemies, dealing 150% weapon damage, and create armor that reduces damage taken by 3% up to 10 enemies, a maximum of 10 enemies. Oh, you can see the bone armor coming through. We got 4 stacks. As you get more and more armor, it starts to build on your character. Okay, I like that. I like that. You just keep stacking it. We have 6 stacks. And it looks like we're almost fully encased. So that's how the bone armor skill works. Actually physically goes on your character. That's really cool. Enemies hit are also stunned. So all these runes are going to look roughly the same because of the mechanics of the spell. Just kind of builds your armor. So we'll go ahead and look at the runes. We don't need to see all the animations, I don't think. Immunity. Your armor absorbs all incoming damage. Your bone armor increases your movement speed for each enemy hit. Increases your life per second. Okay. Bone Spirit. Launch a bone spear that will seek out enemies. Oh my goodness. Heat-seeking undead missile. Let's see. There you go. There you go, buddy. Can I throw it off to the side? Will it throw it? Would yeah? It kind of throws a U-turn. Astral projection. Damage is increased. Let's check it out. This is the poison rune, so they're feared for 2 seconds when it detonates. So. Boom, and then it's like a little fear bomb. Some old school vanilla WoW. What's next? Poltergeist. Increase the maximum number of charges to 4. That's very useful. Unfinished business. Bone Spirit explodes, dealing weapon damage. Let's look at the Poltergeist one before I move on. Let's check it out, just in case it looks different. As roughly the same. Unfinished business. Ghost Bomb incoming. Possession. Bone Spirit will now charm the enemy. Okay, let's try that. Oh. Waiting for cooldown. Feels bad, man. We all know what charm looks like, I suppose. Up next we have Blood Rush, so we've seen this before as well. It's a teleport. One thing about Blood Rush that wasn't at the demo, on the demo that I played, is it kind of slows you down when you teleport. Like, it's almost like your body materializes before you can keep walking. Kind of stops you. Increase your armor by 100% after casting it. Heals you for 2% of your maximum health at every enemy you pass through. Looks like all the animations are roughly the same, but they do give you different things, so we'll just kind of look through them. Leaves a corpse at your original location. So that kind of gives you a corpse, and you can use corpse skills off of Blood Rush. Removes the health cost and provides 2 charges, but doubles the health cost metabolism. And the last one in Blood and Bone allows you to create a copy of your character, and it duplicates your spenders. While active, your curse applies 3 curses. Your maximum essence is increased by 100% while it's active. If you would die while your copy is active, instead it's destroyed and you're fully healed. That's pretty cool, self-sacrifice. Life costs for skills are reduced by 75%. Also now creates one of bone, but the duration is reduced to 10 seconds. Ooh, let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's awesome. So you get the flesh, the one that you get normally, then you get like a skeleton one. And they all do Blood Nova with you. So that's really cool. That's like a little DPS boost for the Rift Guardian. It has a longer cooldown too, 120 seconds. So Reanimation. A lot of you guys probably are excited to see this. Command Skeleton. No rune. This is what it looks like. Rise, rise, all 3 of you. The next rune, Enforcer, reduces the active essence cost to 25. Command Skeletons go into a frenzy. I wonder if this changes the appearance of the skeletons. Yeah, they do change with appearance. We got little purple bros here. What did Enforcer look like? Let's see what the Enforcer one looked like. We can't skip over any. Blue. Just different colors. That's acceptable. Dark Mending. Skeleton minions will heal you. So here's the heal one. Rise. And of course they have red. That's like the blood, the healing and health costs. The target of your command is frozen for 3 seconds. Here's the crowd control. Here's the Z Necro ability. So they're all just gonna have ice and blue. And the final one is kill command. It's probably gonna be poison. Command your skeletons to explode. Doing 80% within 15 yards. A little AoE. See what they look like. And we can command them to explode as well. Cost 50 essence. So goodbye skellies. Welcome Blood Golem. There's the basic Golem. Active, you command the Golem to target a location. So like this is what we saw. Also, boom, he explodes and he gets resummoned back right away. That was kind of cool. All right, well, run a 60-second cooldown. I'll BRB. Command Golem Decay Golem. Increase the number of corpses dropped to 8. Let's see what he looks like. He looks the same, but the final artwork might not be here. It's still in you know, the PTR. Ice Golem. Raise an Ice Golem to fight for you. Let's see. Are you an Ice Golem? I'm not so sure. So the final artwork probably isn't here. Active. The Golem freezes the target location. This one increases the corpses. The Bone. Raise a Bone Golem to fight by your side. Bone Golem deals 450% weapon damage per attack. The Golem becomes a tornado of bone, carrying all nearby corpses. What? Can we pick up these corpses? Oh, this one did change. Okay, that's cool, man. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he's got. Carry the corpses. What? Oh yeah, you can look at the pink thing up here. So it's probably not the final form. Flesh consuming golem. Raise a flesh consuming golem to fight by your side. Okay, so the artwork again, not there yet, but the golem consumes corpses at a targeted location, increasing its damage by 30% per corpse. That's more like the pet necro build. Blood Golem. This is the one that we seen. This is probably the artwork for the Blood Golem itself. The other ones might have different variations. Who knows? I don't know. But what's the next one? Army of the Dead. 120-second cooldown. Raise a massive skeletal army. So we saw this at BlizzCon. Here's the no runed version. Oh my goodness. Explosive. I'll see you guys in 120 seconds, man. Army of the Dead, Catonic Grasp Hands. Raise from the ground and immobilize enemies. Oh, crowd control, Z-Necro. What? So the animation looks the same, but maybe it does like hold on to them. The next one is Army of the Dead, Death Valley. Knocks all affected enemies toward the center. So that's another great Z-Necro ability. So it kind of groups them together. Let's check it out here. Okay, well, we just one-shot them, but it's good to know that there's crowd control coming. The next Army of the Dead one is called Unconventional Warfare. Skeletons will rise from the ground and attack a random target for 4 seconds. So not only does it do Army of the Dead, I think there was a tree up here. Not only does it do Army of the Dead damage, it also... Oh my god, that skill is so badass. I guess it also summons. The next Army of the Dead rune is Frozen Army. Weapon damage is increased and they attack in a line. What? Oh, that's cool. That's definitely Game of Thrones status right there. Definitely Game of Thrones status. Army of the Dead, Dead Storm. Raise a storm of the dead that surround your damaging enemies. You damaging enemies for 2,000 weapon damage over 5 seconds. Ah, wait, what? Oh, wait, is there any effect? Oh my goodness. I think it's not there yet. That was the last one in Army of the Dead, so we'll do Land of the Dead next. Land of the Dead, all corpse skills can be used for at will for 5 seconds. So it's like a cooldown buff. Oh my god, that is badassery. So you can use the corpse skills without... All corpse skills can be used at will. So you can use all your corpse skills. So that's like a giant cooldown, kind of like how this one right here, this one creates a simulation of your character. Swoop! And you can cast double. So it's, instead of having like a Wrath of the Berserker type skill or having like Archon form, you just have like these weird ways to manipulate your abilities, which is very cool indeed. I think I've said that. Take a shot every time I say cool or something. Frozen lands. Enemies in the Land of the Dead are periodically frozen. So it still creates like the giant tomb graveyard. Land of the Dead deals 5,000 weapon damage to enemies over its duration. Shallow graves. Every 10 enemies killed extends the duration. That's cool. That's cool. You can keep it up a lot longer. Only up 2 more seconds actually. Up to maximum of 2 seconds. RIP. Invigoration. Your skills do not cost essence while Land of the Dead is active. That is a nice little DPS cooldown. You are healed for 2%. So there's the healing one. Maybe we'll see more Game of Thrones. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's cast it. Oh, yeah. So they all just have different colors. That's pretty much per usual the way it's been with these ones. That was the Land of the Dead. Curses, Decrepify. A crippling curse that reduces the enemy unit's movement speed by 75% and reduces the damage done by 20%. So here's the Z-Necro stuff coming through. Cursed enemies have a 10% chance to be stunned. More crowd control. Increase the potency of the movement speed reduction for the first 5 seconds. Gain 3% movement speed increase for every enemy cursed. The Decrepify is pretty cool, man. It kind of just lowers everyone's movement speed and reduces their damage done. So this is kind of like a giant inner sanctuary. You can decrepify the ground like this. So this is kind of like inner sank. Damage reduction increased to 30%. But no, oh, that's good, 30%. That's just a straight 30%. Can you cast a few of them? Like, that's pretty good, man. It doesn't use that, only 10 essence either. It's really easy to get 10 essence. Borrowed time, gain 1% cooldown reduction. That might just be for you. That can't be for the group, right? That can't be for the group. That'd be OP. Okay. Leach, here's another curse. Leach. You want to see it? There it is. All the curses pretty much look like this. Enemies that die while cursed will spread the curse to a nearby target. Osmosis. Each cursed enemy increases your life regeneration. Blood Flask. Whenever a cursed enemy dies, your potion cooldown. Well, that's kind of unique. Potion cooldown by 1 second. That's very unique. Whenever a cursed enemy dies, you are healed for 200% of your life per kill. Now curses the ground, healing you for 0.5% of your maximum life per second. Let's see what it looks like. I love a lot. Like this whole style. I love the poison, the frost, the blood, the bone. It's a very cool kind of a character to play. Frailty, a crippling curse that kills enemies with less than. Wow, that's like a kill switch, man. Scent of blood, cursed, kills enemies with less than 15% health. And it's a curse, so it's just like an execution button. Dude, what? Cursed enemies take 15%. Wait, so can elites just get... Oh, we gotta test all this stuff. Yeah, like you know how the elites have like 1% HP and they're so hard to get down? The Necro walks by maybe and just mollywops them. That's kind of cool. Scent of blood. Cursed enemies take 15% increased damage from your minions. Cursed enemies explode for 100% weapon damage on death. Becomes an aura that curses enemies within 15 yards. The effect is... What is this? What? So you have a walking frailty buff? What? What? That's gotta be crazy, man. Becomes an aura that curses all enemies. It's just like a walking death buff around your character. Gain 2 essence when a cursed enemy dies, which would be good if you're spamming curses the whole rift. This would probably keep up your resource. Early grave triggers at 18% life but costs 10% of your life. Alright. Anyway. Corpse explosion. Explodes an area doing 150% weapon damage to all enemies within 20 yards. So you can select certain corpses. You don't have to blow them all up. Yeah, you have to aim. Okay. Bloody mess. Radius increased to 25 yards. Let's check it out. Booyah. Feels good, man. Close quarters. Now explodes. The corpse is close to you, dealing 200% weapon damage within 20 yards. So I'm creating corpses with Blood Rush, by the way. And let's cast it. Yeah, so now you can't select it. It's around your character, which is weird. That's really... I guess if you're lazy, then you can run by and do it. Yeah, I don't like that at all, but it's good to have variety. Shrapnel. Corpses now explode away from you, hitting targets in a cone. So let's try it out. You have to aim with this one. Oh, wow, that's unique. So wherever direction you aim it, it goes? It's like if I want it to go north, I have to be underneath it, like this. Yeah. If I want to go right, I have to aim it on the left side. Interesting. Mechanics. Dead cold. Freeze all enemies caught in the explosion for 2 seconds. More crowd. There's a lot of CC, I feel like, with Necro. Yeah, that's a little range stun there. Final embrace. Corpses pull themselves toward the nearest enemy before exploding, but corpse explosion now costs 3% of your life. So let's try it out. What the? That was crazy, man. That was so crazy. Wow, that is cool shit. I love that. Corpse Lance. Target an enemy to summon projectiles from nearby corpses that cause 750% weapon damage to the target. For Corpse Lance, we need a corpse. So, let's see. Wow, so it pulls from the corpse. That is really cool, man. You can just chain together. There's always another corpse, so it's like one after another. You kill one, you get one. One for one. What? The ultimate kiting ability. Very nice. Bro, you want to get corpse lanced? I'm not playing games today. Splinter, so here's the poison one. And then we have the frost one. I like that it puts a little face over it. Ricochet. Bro, back up, bro. Brittle touch increases their chance to be critically hit. The poison one reduces damage for 6 seconds. Ricochet. Corpse Lance has a 20% chance to ricochet to another target. So you get more value town out of that. Ricochet. Yes, ricochet all over. That's kind of cool. Back up, sir. Back up, sir. stuns the target for 3 seconds. So of course there's going to be a stun because Necros don't have enough stuns apparently. Blood Lance, spend your health to do a lot of damage. So this is the nuke version. The crits seem to be about the same, but I could have not been paying attention. That's a possibility. So Corpse Lance, interesting mechanics. Corpse Explosion, super cool mechanics. Devour, consume corpses within a 60-yard radius. You restore 10 essence per corpse. So you just pretty much you can see my essence right here. There's 2 corpses around me, and then boom. I'm gonna need some more essence, man. Increase maximum life by 2% per corpse. Additionally, consumes your minions. 10 essence per... Oh, you can sacrifice your minions for power. I like that. Becomes an aura that consumes all corpses within 15 yards. So this probably follows around... Yeah. Follows around you, and you just kind of can pick everything up. I have a few aura abilities. Reduce all essence cost by 2% for each corpse consumed. Each corpse consumed restores 3 health. So more blood. Yes, the power. Revive. Revive a target area, reviving up to 10 corpses within 20 yards. Everyone loves this ability. Personal army. Damage taken is reduced by 1% for each minion. So if you have a lot of minions, you take a lot of damage reduction. Up to 10%, I suppose. 10 corpses, 10% DR. When you retrieve a corpse, enemies within 20 yards run in fear. All right. Revived minions degenerate back into a usable corpse. Oh, that's wow, that's pretty interesting. Reckless, revived minions deal an additional 150% damage, but last 6 seconds. Damage dealt is turned to cold. Increase the damage of revived creatures by 20%. I like more damage. Let's check it out. Let's actually, we get the percent damage one. Let's actually try out the reanimation, usable corpse. So you can get value out of it. So let's kill some mobs and then see what. Let's revive them all. A bunch of bats, maybe some goatmen, a tree. Maybe we get a tree in the mix. I'll let them get closer that way. You ready? Oh shit. Oh, you can't revive the tree. Feels bad. So these are our minions now. We're a goatman army. We have 1 skeleton, 1 bat. And apparently when they die, we get reusable corpses out of them. And we could explode them, get them for essence, whatever we want, right? So that's all the abilities of a crazy variety. We're going to look at the passives next, but a pretty wide variety of skills and playstyles. I can already see it now from, pet builds to mid-range casting builds, Z-Necro. I think there's going to be some generator type builds as well. Let's look at the passives. These, like the numbers can actually change. So this might not be here, but at least you'll get an idea where their head's at, what they're looking at. Consuming a corpse increases your run speed. Consuming a corpse has a 20% chance to spawn a health globe, Z-Necro. Increase armor by 100%. It reduces 10% for each active minion. Bone Spear, Bone Spikes, Bone Spirit have a 10% chance to trap enemies in a bone prison. You might have seen that. I was using that passive. I kind of like it. Commander of the Dead, the essence cost of command skeletons reduced by 30%, and the Golem. So some RCR attached to that. Increase the attack speed of Bone Spikes. See? Bone Spikes. Generator build. Siphon Blood and Grim Scythe by 15%. Increase the duration of your raised dead and revived minions by 25% so they can last a little bit longer for the pet necro builds. Increase your maximum essence by 40. That's huge. That's huge. Reaping while using a scythe gain 1% essence and life per kill. Your curses cost 50% less essence and last forever. That's a Z-Necro all day. If you would take lethal damage, this is your cheat death ability, blah blah. You are healed for 10% of your life on hit when one of your minions hits an enemy. Increase your health regen by 10% for each enemy within 20 yards. Bone Spikes, Bone Spear, Bone Spirit deal 1% increased damage for every 2 yards between you up to a maximum of 15%. Dude, Bone Spike is going to be meta, man. Meta, that's going to be the ultimate gen build. Your minions gain 200% of your thorns damage. Interesting. And blood for blood. This looks like a monk pass. Picking up a health globe removes the health cost of your next blood spell. I mean, the blood, I feel like the blood's not a big deal. The costs seem like almost like nothing. Every 5% health loss will reduce all remaining cooldowns by 1%. Every 5% health loss will reduce all remaining cooldowns by 1%. So that's the blood is power. That's a nice CDR blood skill. Rothma's Shield. You cannot lose life for 4 seconds after using Land of the Dead. Army of the Dead. Oh my goodness. That's going to be really good. That's like a phased out. You'll be kind of phased out. So there's the passives. There's the skills and abilities. I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much as I did. I'm exhausted trying to learn all this stuff, going through every single thing. But it did give me a more of an understanding for all the abilities. So when we do some build testing tomorrow on stream, I'll be able to have a better understanding, at least of the basic concepts. So expect more Necro videos coming your way. Follow me at twitch.tv/bloodshed. Stay tuned for everything. More videos, more streams, more content. This is the Bloodshed. This is I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. And I'm out of here. Peace.